guys, and welcome to Delicate Flavors with Pallavi. Today we are making bhindi, okra or ladyfinger, however you like to call it. The kids love it, they adore it when it is in the tiffins, and bhindi do pyaza is loved by all. Let us see today how to make a easy peasy style of bhindi do pyaza, easy and quick. So let us start. Sizzling hot bhindi is ready, so I have plated that out for you, and I am making bhindi do pyaza today. So I will just walk you through the ingredients. We have taken, of course, the main king of the recipe. This is bhindi or okra or ladyfinger, whatever you like to call it. I have taken 250 grams of okra, and this is the way I have cut it. I have just put a small slit so that whatever spices we put in the recipe, they are all nicely absorbed. So at most of the places I have just put these slits. You can cut the bhindi to your desire. The next ingredient, the main ingredient, is onion. So these are bulbs of onions which I have separated. Then I have already taken some pre-sauteed onion. In this case, what you can do is you can take fresh onions and saute them until they are brown. Now in my case, I always keep saute onion ready in my freezers because I make a lot of recipes and it is easy for me during the office rush time. In this, I have taken some caraway seeds. You can see it is here in this corner, and some cumin seeds and some hing or asafoetida. This is crush of ginger and garlic, very fine pieces. You can say it is almost minced. And then these are the dry spices in which I have taken red chili powder, coriander seed powder, cumin seed powder, some salt as to taste, garam masala, turmeric and amchur powder or dry mango powder. I have also taken one large tomato, as you can see, and this tomato I have kept it in the mixie jar because I am going to crush it. I have just made the paste of the tomato and we will keep it aside. Now we will start with the cooking process. For this I have taken a nice non-stick pan, a very thick bottom non-stick pan. At the moment I have just kept the flame a little high, and now what I will do is I will pour in some oil. This is about 1 tablespoon or so. We are not taking a lot of oil. Let us see. This is enough as of now. Goes the okra. Just check once again on the cutting way how it is cut. This is the size. I have kept about 1-inch pieces and I put a slit in between, just the way we put for masala bhindi. Before putting the bhindi, I'll just put the caraway seeds, cumin seeds and the hing right into the oil. Let it crackle for a second and then we will put the bhindi. Now in goes the bhindi or the okra, ladyfinger, however you call it. I will continuously stir this bhindi because we want to brown this bhindi. Also the oil proportion is okay. I am not going to add a lot of oil, but if you want you can add some more oil at this point. So this has to be cooked and this will take about 6 to 7 minutes. This bhindi is 250 grams, so depend upon the amount of bhindi you take, your time to saute it and brown it will be. It is about 4 minutes and this is the state of bhindi as of now, but it needs to fry a little more, so I will keep it for another 2 minutes. It is 7 minutes and now the bhindi is well done. So this is the way I have done the bhindi, and now what we will do is I will remove the bhindi and I will put in these onions so that these will also be sauteed. So in go the onion and I will saute it until it becomes a little cooked. We don't have to brown it thoroughly, and I have also kept the onions into bulbs because it is bhindi do pyaza. So pyaz is the main ingredient, it has to be seen. If you put everything in the gravy, the pyaz won't be seen, the onions won't be seen. That is these onions should take about 2-3 minutes or so. They've started to turn brown, but it needs to be completely browned. Onions are now done, and what I do is I just take it along with the bhindi. So I'll pull out all these onion bulbs which are done. I'll pull it out. Now we'll use the same pan for cooking. This is how the bhindis and the onions are looking so far, and now we will proceed to make the gravy for it. Now to make the gravy, what I'll do is I'll just pour in little oil, maybe half a spoon or so, not much. And into this I will add the pre-sauteed onions. Into this I will add the ginger garlic. Ginger garlic I have just taken about half small spoon, that's it. You don't need to overpower this particular recipe with too many ingredients and too many spices. The main core of the recipe should remain the pyaz and the bhindi. So let me saute this for a minute. As you see, the onions, ginger and garlic hasn't taken much time to get cooked. I always keep saute onion ready in my kitchen, in my freezer for the whole week. I usually do it in the weekend so that it is easy for me during the rush hours of office. Onions are nicely browned, completely browned, like it should be completely caramelized. And in goes the tomato paste. This is the raw tomato paste which I have just run it into the mixie. This is completely raw, so it is going to take some time to cook and it has a lot of water. So what I'll do is at this point I'll just put the lid. Otherwise, until so far I did not cover the recipe at all. Now this is the stage where the tomatoes have reached, but as you see there is still a lot of moisture content. This has to be evaporated. So we'll wait for 1 more minute until the water is completely evaporated and the masala which is there, it starts to cook up. This is after 2 minutes of cooking that the water from the tomatoes has completely evaporated, and you see that some of the masala has started leaving a little bit of oil. At this point, if you want to make it richer, you can add some more oil, but I think this is good enough for me. So I proceed with adding the masalas. The masalas are the same ones which I showed you. This is amchur powder, red chili powder, coriander seed powder, cumin seed powder, salt, garam masala and turmeric. Garam masala is homemade. You can use store-bought one or you can use whichever brand as per your liking. And salt you can adjust to your taste. So in goes all the masalas, and then I will just stir it so as to make a complete cooked gravy mix. The gravy mix is now completely done. It is dry and it is smelling beautiful here. I add half a cup of water or less at this point and allow this to cook a little just for a minute. I'll increase the flame for the gas at this point. The masala seems to be a little dry, so I'll add another just 10 ml of water, about like a big spoon of water, that's it. And into this what we will do is I will add all the bhindi and the onion. So the onion and the pyaz and the bhindis, everything will go into this gravy. Now at this point I will just lower the flame of the gas and mix everything completely. I'll cover it up and keep it for about 1 minute. It is about a minute. I'll just open and check what is the situation of the bhindi. Yes, I think it is done. At this point you need to remember, whenever you are stir frying bhindi for this particular recipe, the bhindi should remain the structure of it. It shouldn't get mashed. I'll just check one bhindi. Yes, it is completely done. You can see that. Now I will cover this and I will give it a standing time of about 10 minutes before serving. So let this cover be here completely closed, and I will turn off the gas and let it be here for 10 good minutes. So that was my take on bhindi do pyaza. I hope you have liked it. The details of the recipe is in the description box as usual. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, give it a big like and share it with your friends and family. Until I see you next time with a brand new episode, do cook this bhindi do pyaza and let me know how you have liked it. Bye for now.